Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I haven't posted in a couple days because I haven't been feeling that well this week, but I'm feeling a bit better, so I wanted to get a video out for you guys. Today we're going to be looking at how to play better if you're on high ping. Maybe you're like me, maybe your internet's not that great, or you live far from the servers. So I wanted to make a video to help you guys out too, so stick around till the end because I've got a lot of great helpful tips for you guys. Alright, real quick before I get into those tips, if you haven't yet, go back and watch one of my most recent videos. I'll link it down below, and I talk about how to get as low ping as possible, which is going to be the first step when you're on high ping. You want to do all you can to make sure your ping is as low as it can be, even if that isn't that low. Now, once you've gone ahead and done that, let's get into the actual things you can do to play better on your ping. Now, the first thing to remember when you're on high ping is that you can never play like you're on high ping. Now, what do I mean by that is, yes, obviously you're not going to be as fast and as swifty as some of those zero ping pros you watch, but you do need to learn how to play in such a way that your ping isn't necessarily going to hold you back as much as possible. Now, the biggest part of all of that is you have to be confident. A lot of people, when they're on high ping, they play super passive, they hide in a box, they just try to wait and they hope the other player will leave them alone if they're getting fought or something like that, especially in tournaments where, you know, every game could be the tournament on the line and they just want to stay alive for as long as possible, get as many placement points as possible. Well, that isn't going to work. If a player sees you're not confident, sees you're playing scared, they're just going to keep coming after you. So you have to be confident and you have to be putting damage in. So that is number one. Be confident, play aggressive, and that will help you see a lot more success right off the bat. Now, a lot of gaining this confidence comes with your practice. So how can you practice better to get good on high ping? And the best way I can suggest this is to, no matter what you're doing to practice, is to practice on as high or higher ping than you will have in tournaments. For me personally, I play on NA East and I get pretty good ping. I'll be honest, I get about 20 ping in game on NA East, which is pretty good. I can't complain. But when I go to Central, I've got more like 40 to 50 ping, which is not good, especially in tournaments where it's laggy. That's actually really bad. And many of you might have even worse, which I'm sorry if you do, that really sucks. But what you're gonna wanna do is practice on higher ping than you're playing tournaments on. One way you can do this is to practice ranked on a region that isn't yours. If you use exit lag, you could even do the opposite of what it's intended for and use it to give yourself worse ping so that you can get used to the delay of being in a tournament and being on that worst central or whatever your server is ping, so that when you actually get into the tournament actually feels faster than you're used to, and it actually gives you that added confidence to fight, because now the game feels better than you're used to. You don't all of a sudden have these nerves, oh my gosh, my game feels terrible, I don't know what to do. You already know what to do because it actually feels better than usual and you've done well competing on worse ping than that before. So that's what I mean, practice on worse ping. Hopefully you'll find your own ideas for that and find some ways that you can utilize that. Now, this next tip has to do with how to win more fights on high ping. This is going to be a tough one for a lot of you guys. A lot of people would say play it slow, play it passive, take your time, shoot and spray from far away. Those theoretically will all work, but they're not going to work as well as a lot of other things. Number one thing when trying to win fights on high ping, or really any other ping to be honest, is high ground. A lot of people don't like to go for high ground when they're on high ping because of, like we said, confidence. They're scared. They'd rather play it safe. They don't want to think about what's going to happen if they die. They don't want to take those risks, but you have to honestly probably take more risks if you're on high ping, because the chances of something going wrong that you can't control are a lot higher. So you need the things that you can control to go your way a lot more. You have to take those risks. Now, high ground is the key for anyone on any ping, like I said, to win more fights. Now, there are a lot of drills, exercises, and things you can do to get better playing for high ground. You can do 1v1s, you can do zone wars, and like I said, you can practice these on high ping so that you're used to them. You can practice your retakes, all of that stuff, and that will help you get a lot more better at them on that higher ping. And finally, the last two fighting tips: if you do have to play defensively which I would try to avoid because honestly, it's not easy playing defensive on high ping. People are just gonna take your walls. People are just gonna run through. People are gonna shoot you through your builds. It's not good looks. So try to avoid this as much as possible. If you do have to do the turtle strat, do it, but you can't just build a bunch of boxes and expect the other person to leave you alone. They're gonna keep coming after you if they see you boxed up like that. So we're actually gonna go into game for these last couple, and I'll show you what I mean by this. All right, so we're in creative right here. Now, a lot of people, they like to just box up. You know, they're getting pressured by someone. They make, 50 million boxes or whatever. They make a little turtle, a little 2x1, something like that. They have all this space to play out of. And the first thing you see I did is I've got cones in every single one of these boxes. If you don't have cones in your boxes, it's just game over. Any decent player they're gonna ramp over you as you're trying to hold the wall. They're gonna place the cone in yourself. You're gonna panic, and it's just gonna be wraps. So first thing, always, no matter what, have a cone in your box. Let's just say you don't have a cone in your box. Someone's coming over here, they're playing. They're just holding a peek, pump out at you. A lot of people aren't even going to go for the wall replace necessarily. They're going to go for a pickaxe swing and a ramp in your box. That's honestly what they're going to do. And then they're going to go for the wall replace if they get it, great. If not, but what they're really trying to do is get you to force you out of your box so that they can go for a little side piece. And now you're stuck in here. Maybe you still have the wall or not, but you can't do anything. There's a giant ramp in your face. You can either go out this way or this way. A lot of people go out to the left. You run out here and oh my gosh, he's staring at you with a pump in your face and you're dead. So whatever you do, please always have a cone in your box. All right, and the final fighting tip real quick for high ping, or really for anybody. Both of these tips are really for anybody, but they're especially important if you're on high ping. This one is also kind of an edit on release tip, but it should really be used by everyone now. I kind of already showed it on that last example, but it is to start using window edits. Maybe you already do. If you do, good for you. And I mean right-handed window edits. I don't mean wide open, just 50-50 window edits like this. Let's say they're just doing the classic, drop down on your wall. They're pickaxe swinging, they're trying to take your wall. Instead of just going for a peanut butter edit, which by the way on release is pretty hard to do, at least to take a safe one. So if you're on edit on release, I highly advise stop trying to use peanut butter so much, unless it's just like a really bad person or they're weak and you're going for just a 50-50 edit, then whatever, it doesn't really matter as much. But what I would start doing is hold your wall. You're probably going to want your cone like this. Reset your cone. What a lot of people don't know is that if you just edit a window, whip out a cone, it's just going to place right there. You just have to be slightly closer. A lot of people aren't going to expect it. They're probably going to try to jump up and get stuck in the cone. It's going to give them a split second of panic. They're either going to look at you. If they do and they just hold their pump out, I wouldn't do anything. If they look to run, then you can go for maybe a bigger piece or something, wall it off. Make sure they're not looking at you when this happens. And then I would reset. Try to hold the wall. If they're on good ping, they get your wall first try. That sucks. But what you can do is just double edit up. You have their top already, so you can go for a peek here. You can go for a window here, something like that. You could even do a door edit here and just play off the right hand, shoot down. Technically go out the side. You've got them boxed here. You could play for that. Something of the sort. If you do hold the wall, then is a good time. You could use a window edit if they're, say, in this corner here. And a lot of the times when people see a window edit up against them, for instance, this person here, they see this window edit, they know you're here. For whatever reason, people love to shift and try to take a shot at you. I don't know why, but they will almost always go for a trade shot on a window edit. I don't know why, but that's what happens. So take advantage of that. Just make sure you hold the right hand peek, shoot quickly. You don't have to wait for their entire body. Just try to line up a headshot, pump it, reset and hold, and then go for another one. Even you can do a window edit reset, you know, real quick, try to get them to pump the wall. Or let's say if they're more in the middle of the cone or something like that, you can do another right hand window edit, just go for a quick pump, something like that. And if you need to, you know, just go for a wide edit. If they're weak, finish them off. All right guys, so those are my tips on both how to play aggressively and defensively, as well as to get a lot better on high ping. I tried to make sure this video didn't take too long for you guys, but hopefully you got a lot out of it. If you did get something useful out of it, make sure to like and subscribe. I've been posting a ton lately. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying that. And if you have any comments or suggestions for more videos, things you guys need help with, or any ideas on things I could do better in my videos, be sure to let me know down below. Anyways, I will catch you guys next time. Peace.